You know what? I just love talking. You see me like, whoops. Just start off the movie. That's how you know sometimes we don't like edit them because we just take them as a take because things like that happen where you go to lean on an armrest and you just drop down. All right. So with that being said, OTAs are like rolling, right? Like here we go. And around the NFL, they're rolling. And what is the thing that you're hearing or the most excited to see from OTAs for the Texans as they get going? You get to hear little things. Do you just like seeing guys in their uniforms? I do. I love seeing it, all right? So, hey, if you're not sure what we do at this channel, my name's Craig. Me and my buddy Chris started this. It's not our first channel. We're actually Lions fans, and we started a Sports Talk Detroit channel. So if you like what we do and want to hear that, go for it. But we wanted to start a channel for teams that the national media flat out ignores. The Texans are absolutely one of those teams. Not to mention that my brother-in-law is living down in Houston, absolutely loves it down there. So I wanted to show some love. And there was a season where we were just doing a Texans video like every other day on this channel. We still do at least one or two a week. So if you want more Texans news, we want to be your go-to source from a non-biased person here. And there's an unexpected player that is absolutely catching some wind. I think all of us would expect to hear about these rookie wide receivers. But Nico Collins actually wanted to talk about someone else. Nico Collins went and said during the first days of Texans OTAs, he was asked about what he's seen out of Kirk during their initial time together in the receiver room, and he didn't hold back. Here's what he said. He said, everything has impressed me, Collins said. His work ethic, what he brings to the field, his leadership and just his advice. He's a guy that you need to get advice from. He's been around this league for a long time, so it's only right that you learn from him. I'm glad he is part of this unit and glad he is part of this team. It's only right that we build and keep going. In fact, he went further than that. And in another one, he called him a slot magician. This is what he said on the first OTA practice of summer just this last week. Just another playmaker, another guy in the offense that's going to make plays, and that's one of them. Look, if you haven't watched a lot of Christian Kirk, you need to do it. He's a guy that has the ability to take the top off from the slot. He has really good speed, but he's also become, throughout his career, he started with the Cardinals, then he went to the Jags. So most people don't know about this guy. You want to talk about teams that the national media ignores, the Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars, all right? And you know him because you play the Jags twice a year, and you've probably seen him do some work, and you're like, what is up with this guy? How does he keep getting open? All right, Christian Kirk, I like to call him Amon-Ra St. Brown light. Except he was here before St. Brown, and he's faster than St. Brown, but he doesn't play with that exact same physicality. Injuries derailed him last year, but this is a very good slot receiver. And I know what a lot of you are thinking, and you're probably thinking what I'm thinking too, like, hey, don't we have rookies that are going to sit here and we want them to be playing all the positions at wide receiver in time? Yeah, you do. Yeah, in time, you want Jalen Noel to be your slot wide receiver. I get that. All right, but if Kirk is playing so well that he holds him off, that's only going to make Jalen Noel better. That's only going to make John Mechie better. These are guys that could use just a little more seasoning. And Christian Kirk, I mean, he's got the best seasoning, man. I'm telling you. And I know, all right, you're down there in Texas. I know you know a good seasoning. I know you know a good rub. All right, so tell me, that's the question I have to ask. What do I need to get? If I'm going to smoke a pork butt, what rub do I need to put on it? All right, give me your best rub for a pork butt and for some chicken in the smoker. I got a Grill of Grills, which I think has actually started down in Texas. All right, got a Grill of Grills smoker. Need to know, what is the best rub that I can get? And I like a little sweet, maybe a little heat, but a little sweet as well. So just keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind. Let me know what you got. Don't let me down, Houston. I know you guys do barbecue better than anyone. You got to help your guy from up north here in Michigan. All right, so with that being said, Christian Kirk is turning heads already of his teammates. Your wide receiver room is stacked. If one of these two rookies is any good, you have somehow taken what you had last year and improved it. Even though Diggs is gone and Dell is hurt, I still think this receiver room can actually be better. How cool is that with these two monsters on the outside? All right. Other people, let's talk about a little stock up and stock down. But I'm going to keep it positive today, and I just want to talk about some guys as you're going through the summer, seeing things. It's more situationally that I think their stock is up. Number one is Juice Scruggs. All right, he watched almost every other starter from this offensive line gone. And his versatility afforded him the opportunity to start at multiple positions. He can start anywhere. And you've added several uninspiring veterans to bridge the gap at guard. So hopefully he'll be one of the guys who can do that. I think his stock is going to be up. His stock is up. Another person that I think their stock is up is right across the line from Juice Scruggs on the defensive side, and it's Tim Settle Jr. Tim Settle Jr., this is really interesting. You could make the argument he was the most underappreciated Texan. You need a decent defensive tackle, but you don't want to pay him a ton of money. By the end of the year, he finessed his way into a starting role and logged 160 more snaps than any other D tackle on this roster. Like, that's not bad. Now, he didn't play perfectly, but he can continue to get better and better and better. All right? He finished 24th in the league in pressures from that position. And so he has an impact. And obviously, D'Amico Ryans, obviously Nick Caserio sees something in him because they did not prioritize defensive tackles. All right? And that's not new, by the way, for D'Amico Ryans' defense. A lot of times they have tackles, but the tackles don't thrive in that system. Tackles are designed to take up blocks. So what you're not, and free up, the middle linebackers thrive in this system. So that's what you want to do is you want to get defensive tackles that are good enough to take up blocks, but aren't, and then can rush the passer. That's exactly what Tim Settle can do. All right, the next one that I would say stock up, I got two more for you. Henry To'oto'o, another underappreciated player. To'oto'o is making the case to be the best Texans, I would say, day 3 draft pick in quite some time. All right. DJ Reader, anyone? He's on my Lions. I just wanted to say DJ Reader. But that linebacker role is his. He has snatched it from Christian Harris. And him and Al-Shaair have played really well next to each other. They're a good 1-2 combo. He's productive, and I can't wait to see him a little bit more. And then the next one that I think is a little bit interesting, I have a double stock up. Are you ready for it? It's a double stock up. And both of them come at the tight end position. Dalton Schultz did not have his best year last year. All right, he's 28. He'll be 29 very soon. Just a couple months, I think. He did not have his best year last year. So my stock up goes to Dalton Schultz because they didn't go anywhere. All right, but my bigger stock up actually goes to Cade Stover because I think they believe he could be the eventual replacement for Dalton Schultz. He is another guy in a similar role, maybe even a little more athletic. I don't know. But Cade Stover is a good player, played with obviously Stroud last year, but also at Ohio State. I'm excited to see what Cade Stover could become. Unique sleeper, because if Schultz get hurt, he immediately takes over that if you're a fantasy football guy. All right, hey, thanks for watching. Always great talking Texas football. We'll see you on the next one, because there will be another video. We want to be your go-to spot. See ya.